There, friends. Nice to see you again. See if I can catch up with anything going on. Or are you guys just saying hi? Just finished dinner, Tog? Yep, I just finished cooking. I'm not going to eat for another few hours. Do this here, but I had to get the food going. So who do we have here today? I see Carol and Love and Tog, Patty. Yeah, I'm using this as a break, actually. I have been 150 miles per hour for the last couple weeks at least, it feels like. And whew, I'm taking a beat and using this as a chill moment. I'm in my lazy sweats and a t-shirt and doing nothing but gonna hang out and do this a little bit for a while. Well, I'm glad you guys are here. I just pretty much just ran downstairs and hopped on a few minutes late. So I'm going to, like I said, breathe it out a little bit. Let us all catch up. What do we have? 9 in the house. That's nice. Lonnie, what's going on? Oliver, thank you for the gift. You'll have to wait for the video, but thank you for the gift. Look what I got. Woo! For you that don't know, you might not know, but I was asked which Pokemon I like. And Rayquaza was one that I had interest in and was playing along with my son. Well, he was mostly collecting, but yeah, good fun. I got gifts. Not everything has to be rocks. It's very exciting. It's beautiful. Yeah, that's awesome. See, not everything has to be about rocks. There's lots of good, beautiful fun too. Thank you so much. Hugs. You'll have to wait for the little video. I'll just put out a little short just because I appreciate it and it was always fun to open up something. So he's on my wall right now. Yep. Well, mostly safe and sound. I will tell you, we've been having some issues with our mail, and every piece of, I thought it was just our mailbox, but it's happening at our P.O. box too. If someone sends me something that looks like a card, there is always a slit in it. Someone's looking in to see if there's money, and they're probably got a little tool where they're pulling it out if they are. It's probably happening in the cycle, in the mail service. But yeah, your package slit right down the side, completely open. They probably pulled it all out because they felt something hard, looked, probably thought it was a gift card or something like that. It wasn't. They put it back in, and I got it, luckily. If it had been a Pokemon person, we would have lost that card, I think. Yeah, I would, it sucks that you might have to pay a little more to put it in a box, but I tell you, any envelope is getting, they're sneaking, they're looking. Yu-Gi-Oh cards are fun too. I still have interest every once in a while. I'll see someone's collection. I want to go through and, because I know a little bit about some of the value, especially being as a picker and a reseller. But seriously, I have stacks of them. Not in the highest quality right now, but I was buying them from estate sales and stuff for my kid and let him just go through them all. So, and then I was using them as motivation for schoolwork. So we'd get through our schoolwork and then I'd give him a stack. And then you'd be like, oh, what do we got? And he'd go through it. And then so every day you'd get a new stack. So I was buying them by the thousands. Really awesome deals. Never knew what I was getting, but there's some cool stuff in there. Anyways, I went all Pokemon on you, geeking out. uh, all right. So I hope everyone's doing well. And like I said, I'm not going to be pushing. I don't even know what to expect tonight. I tried to price all these things, and I do what I do with any of my like my eBay business that I've had for 15 years. When I buy something, I go and look out there in the world to see how much that similar item is selling for, and then I price myself in there around the medium range. I don't know if I've ever explained it, but if I was basically saying that there was 10 people selling an item for one person selling it for 10 and one selling it all the way for 100, right? And they're all selling it $10 increments, 10 different people. I'd probably be pricing myself somewhere between the $40 and $60 depending on the condition. So I like to give deals and be right in the middle. But anyways, blah blah blah. So I looked out there in the world, Etsy, eBay, actual rock companies that are selling them. A lot of the names. So I checked out stock and tried to price myself fairly so that I could individually price these, hoping I could move them. But it's blowing my mind because not exactly the same material. Some material has more cracks than others. Some might have more opal than others. Some might be bordering on precious opal, but I can't really tell that much. There's some of it that's completely covered in a white crust, so I have no idea what's inside. So many different ranges of pet wood that I'm absolutely lost. So figured, let's get it out there and start an auction. See what you guys think of it. What I know is it's pet wood. What I don't know is what varieties of what species of trees they are. I do know that most of it, if not all of it, comes from Washington and Oregon. Saddle Mountain a lot. It's a couple generations back of collecting. What else? Some of it's really bright orange UV. Anything with the white crust is kind of like the same material that is on some of these thunder eggs. That's crazy phosphorescent. That stuff glows. What else to tell you? I don't know. That's about it. I brought some water. We'll dip them, take a look, and just go item by item and just see how we go. I have, you might have seen it on the thumbnail. So I have a couple different piles of opalized wood, some stuff that has more of a white color, some stuff that has more of a dark color, some big chunks, and then just a variety. We're just going to go through it. I'm going to do a lot of my $5 auctions. Some of them I'm going to bring them up because I know it's crazy material. We're going to play it by ear, and that's all. That's my spiel. I'm going to catch up for a second. If anyone's still sitting there listening to me, then you're patient as all heck. So where do we start? Start by flipping you around. I kind of got a new setup, new desk. Not really new, but I just moved some things around. So let's see. I'm going to flip you around like that. So things are just slightly different. I'm going to move you outside my holder here. So a little bit bigger table. It's really just a work table. See, so you got some white opalized wood in there. This here is actually tumbled, or not tumbled, driftwood, petrified driftwood. We got some of the stuff in here, which is crazy UV reactive, most of that, and then some gorgeous other opalized material, which you've seen on maybe one of my shorts. So yeah, and then I got a new rack over here. So pet wood and pet wood, more pet wood. Another day, bunch of carnelian down there, and then still more of my tumbles. More pet wood. See what I'm saying? And I'm barely touching what I have. So much of it is still in the yard. I'm just trying to clean it and get it in here. So that's where we're at. That little gnome dude. Whee! The big guy's in the back. Actually, as soon as I inspect the last ones that I have, I stopped selling these gnomes on eBay because I've sold hundreds of them. And I'll have a few of the tall, like 16-inch ones, and then a bunch of these little dudes. And if anyone ends up wanting them, then I'm probably bring them out here and let you guys purchase them. they might have little tiny defects where there might be like a minor crack in the plastic or something like that. That's why I didn't sell them. I kind of set them aside intending to kind of fix them up and then sell them. Never did. Anyways, I got a gnome home here. Pet wood carnelians. Yup. But I'm ignoring the carnelians right now because there's too many of them. And I got to sort them out. There's the deepest reds. There's light ones into the orange. And then, yeah, there's so much. Dude, I'm dying over here. So, where do we start? Let's start somewhere easy. And, okay. Oh, my gosh. Dude, I'm flipping. All right. I don't even know where to go, yo. All right. Sorry for the noise. All right. I'm grabbing some smalls of the white opalized. Okie dokie. Like I said, we're going to go slow today. Get a feel of what's going on. Oh, I'm glad I brought this tote in. Oh, gosh, that's such cool stuff. All right, sorry, guys. All right. Let me grab my little tray of water. Like Bruce Lee says, water. That's what I got. As long as it doesn't spill and end up on my table with my computer, then we should be all right. All right, so let me give you an idea of what we're talking about. And I'm not doing this as a lot. I'm just giving you an idea of what we got here. Sorry for the noise. So this is what we're talking about in this somewhat light colored opalized wood. And when I say opalized, most of this, as I see it, is common opal. But I do believe that there are some that have some maybe touching on precious opal, like I said. That's what I'm doing here. That's why I'm hitting you up. Yeah, 14,000 pounds, but it's not all pet wood. I also have deep red moss agate and deep red jaspers, the carnelians, a bunch of miscellaneous everything. I got a huge bag of cutters now. I don't even know what they are. Yeah, there's great stuff. So anyways, so we got pieces that look like this in the white. I mean, look how seriously white that is. That's no joke. And some of this will have translucency. Just trying to give you guys an example of what's going to be coming at you pretty frequently. All right. And like I said, I'm going to try to keep them at some $5 auctions to start, but there are going to be some pieces like, I mean, this here is lapidary fire right here. Look at this thing. I did a video on this one. Look at that. And this is solid. No cracks in that. You get a lot of slabs in there. And after doing all the looking, you cut slabs like that and polish them up one side. Each one of those you're easily selling for like 40 to 60 bucks. It's pretty crazy. Look at the orange in there, like it went carnelian. So I'm not bringing this one up right this second, but I just want to show you how magnificent some of it is. Yep. See me trying to sort through all this and just staring at it for hours and not doing a thing. Yeah. I got another similar one, which I feel that this one's ultra special because I have no idea. This has got to be a different type of wood. Look at this one. Okay. See how yummy that is? But look at what's going on here. It's like some sort of palm wood or something like that. It's very fibrous. I know that forget what the call of the forest that's in Washington that has huge different varieties of tree pet wood. I do not know what this one is, but this was kind of set aside as a special so I can figure out what that is. But that again, nice lapidary chunk. Very little cracks. Anyways, look at, I'm not selling nothing. I'm just talking rocks. Yep. So that's why we're not starting with those ones. I'm going to bring over a scale because I am curious what this stuff weighs. Let's see. All right. Let's call that a pound. Just because we're getting started and I need to warm up. I'm not pressing you guys on price. Let's go ahead and do $5 to start that and just see where we're going to go today. See if I have to start pricing it myself. Oh boy. And I'll show you what we got. I'll wet that one here in a sec. I better get a bag. Someone's going to pick this up, I'm sure. And the time will go now. What up there, Ricker? Glad you showed. So yeah, I'm just decided to start this first lot at my normal $5. And kind of showing off the pieces. Carol says 5. Yep. And I will know that some people will walk away with some fantastic deals and stuff is going to be worth more than small dollars, but I gotta get a start. Rick says 7. That is a nice piece of opal right there. See all that grain in there? Yeah, a lot of it definitely makes a difference if it's wet. So of course, if it was polished and or tumbled or anything like that, you'd get some great stuff. It dries out and it looks pretty chalky. Carol's in at 10. Thank you, Carol. And we're there. So I'm going to do a refresh like I do. And Carol got that for $10. Yay, Carol. Thanks for getting me started. Oh, did I miss that? I was looking away. Sorry, let me refresh because I think I might have seen the love at 11 as I was saying it. Yeah, I got love at 11 for that. Sorry about that. Oh, there's lots more. Lots more. Let's just keep them moving. Oh, like I've done this before. There's another pound. Okay, because I want to keep my head together. Oh, sorry. That I didn't even put it in there. Sorry. I'm trying to catch up, friends. Like I tell you, it's always slow when I got to start again. Okay, so that was love at 11. Thank you. I started writing Carol and realized I was wrong again. And I need a marker that works. Sorry about that again. There. Now that makes sense. Okie dokie. And this is when I'm going to find out who I have boxes ready for and who I do not. Okay. I will catch up about the time when it's when it's time to stop. Right about the time it's time for me to go, then that's when I'll be ready. Let's start on that one. Let me show you what we got. I already showed you that one, which is a nice beauty line right there between that transitional opal. And then, Carol, you got a good tumbler, a big tumbler. If you maybe even crack some of these pieces down or went ahead and threw them in the way they are now, you'd get some really pretty stuff. Right. What's this little guy here? And some of this might be UV reactive also. The stuff that I have over here, there is some stuff I specifically know is UV reactive, and we'll hit that. A little bit of light coming through that. Carol's in at 7. Got a little less than 30 seconds. You got 3 tumblers now? Nice. Well, this stuff will definitely be beauty stuff if you decide to put it in there. Rick's giving the shout outs, sharing the love. And we will refresh. All right. And I see Carol at 7. Oh, I don't think I see an ODB in the house. What's going on? I'm glad you guys are here with me today. I am, like I said, using this opportunity to slow my roll. Taking a beat. Trying to remember no one's pushing me here today, except for myself. ODB's hanging out. That's why I'm glad you're here. I wasn't sure if Jeff was in here earlier, if I said that. Uh-oh, there might be some lagging, Rick, because I got Carol on that one with 7. But we'll keep lining them up. Oh, there we go. Okay. Where's my Carol? Dude, I am lost. Got my most important people not even ready with boxes. What am I talking about? It's like I've never done this before. All right, here we go. One moment. All right, get a name on that. All right, back in business. Oh, you had to get some food. I get that. All right, so let's see what we have here in these little guys. Nope, let's throw another little something on there or mix it up. I'm starting to get closer to some pieces that are looking a little more pretty, so I might use something a little more than the $5, but I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to call that a pound too. Let's call that a pound. All right. Give me a moment, my friends. I'm just letting my clock hit that spot that makes it so that I can manage the time better. All right, let's see what we got here. we are going to start that one, and we're going to do a little show. Carol's in at 8. Ooh, that's pretty right there. You know, see, when you start looking at that, sometimes you get a reflection, and I'm like, okay, is that precious opal? I don't know if you can see, but, and then I go nuts. I go nuts looking at every tiny detail of every piece. Yep, this is amazing stuff. Freaking out here. Wish you could all come hang out in my yard and help me out. Oh, look at that right there. Yeah, damn that one too. Look at that. Those inclusions are beauties. See a cab made right out of here? Gosh dang it. Gosh darn it. All right. Gonna check my time. And ooh, yeah, I think I already went a little bit over, but I'm gonna hit that. Last number I seen was, yep. I'm gonna still keep letting them roll in. I got I seen Love at 20, Carol at 23, Love at 25. That's what I'm talking about, my friends. Let's go. Help me pay off this stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, I think I got that. That's gonna look like 25 for Love. All right. Awesome. It's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Oh, sorry, I had a pop-up that I almost brought Discord up. Some of that will. It's really hard to tell which stuff will UV and won't. As soon as definitely in my 2.5 hours left, we'll go over to this one section where I have already segregated all of what it pops strong orange. We'll do that. We could do a little UV show. Fred, gift Carol my first batch that went for 11. Okay. I can do that. All right. Okay. And the way I will do this, so I got that. Sorry, I got a new method. Check this. Give me a second. My brain has to wrap myself around it, though. So this goes to Carol. Love. Okay. Sorry, I'm just making some notes. All right. So I've had trouble before getting it all separated. I'm now using tickets. So I know I put this in Love's box so I charge her, and then this gets put on the product and goes in Carol's box. And I will note that that's also from Love, so that when I put it on the invoice, you know what's what. It's like I actually know what I'm doing. That was my wife's idea. She's a smart one. All right. Okay, so that all came back around to me putting this into Love's. Yes. And did I make the note? Because everyone knows already that. Oh, yeah, I already did. Love for 25. Cool. Yikes. This head of mine. Okay. Well, I think so far I'm feeling like everyone's being fair. I mean, it hasn't been a lot moving, but we're doing pretty good. So what I'm going to do is keep going with these white ones. And they're going to start getting bigger and a little bit more obvious. So how am I going to do this? Yeah, as I start getting bigger, then I might jump to a $10 start. Let's just call that another pound. These are this is nice. This is nice. I'm not always pumping up the stuff that I'm bringing out here to try to force you guys to buy or anything, but this stuff has got my head whirling, I'm telling you. All right, so and let's just go right now and let me show these bad boys off. Oh my gosh, man. This stuff right in here. I mean, the colors this stuff has. And this one. See that grain smooth in there? Jeez. We got about another 15 seconds. I'm gonna call that a pound. We got Carol's in at $10 on those big chunkers. That one I love. That pulls in some color, lets that through. Peek at it again. Then we're gonna hit a refresh. What up there, Prez Hugh? All right. Oh yeah. So we got that. So Carol got that for $10. That's a good deal, Carol. All right. You know, I could sell everything here tonight. I mean, if I did, and I would not feel like I made a dent in anything. I really wouldn't. Okie doke. Let's go and test our luck with this one. And okay, I think I'm gonna start this one out. Oops. Let me see what my weight is. Nope, that's wrong. I have to tear that out. One, two. Nope. I'll stick. You know what? Yeah. Sorry, I'm all over the place on this stuff. I think I'm going to start. They're getting bigger. I'm going to start each of these for $5. We're going to do one at a time here. Just kind of figure out where I'm going with it. You know, see if anyone is up for that. Thank you, love. Hit the like button. I appreciate that. Share it out if you know someone who wants to hang out with us crazy peoples. Okay, we're at the 15 second. Let me just show you this. We're just doing $5 for this one chunk. It's nice. It's a nice piece. We're getting, I think, what was that, like 13 ounces or something? This one actually has like this very fine, almost like a druzy. A nice grain right there. Wish you could stay longer and check out the wood, but one of my brothers says I need to ride to the house to smoke balls. There are priorities, man. There are priorities. Enjoy the space out, my friend. All right. So no one picked that up. We're about there at the 1 minute mark here. That's okay. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here by doing some of this. Trying to figure out what triggers you and what doesn't. So I'm pulling that one aside for now. We're just saying that one doesn't need to be seen. Let's see. Here, I wonder if this one. I'm going to shut this down real quick. I'm going to check this one because of the white crust on it. Let's go. Where'd my black light go? I'm curious. Some of them make me curious. Yep. That's this next piece that I was going to bring up. So I'm going to start this one here for $5, but I think that I saw Carol say $10 on this last one. And Carol, please do not buy just because you don't want me to not be selling. Only buy what you want. Oh yeah, so let's check this if does this. Oh yeah, I'm not in complete darkness because of some backlights, but watch. See, all this white crust stuff phosphoresces. So, anyways, I just want to check those out. My light back on, my friends. So, going back, I think Carol said that they were going to do 10 for that. But again, I will take the 10 for that because, Carol, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate it. But please don't buy just because. Right? Okay. So, $10, Carol, with the much loves. All right. So, that I can put into a little baggie. Actually, I could probably just put a sticker on that one. Yep, that's easier. Nope, it's not easier. You know why? Because tape does not stick to wet rocks. Who'd have thunk? I know. Surprise, surprise. All right. And let's get started on that glower that we just looked at. That little orange one. Okay, we're gonna do this one. I'll start this one at $5. You just saw that with that orange glow throughout, or not throughout, but it was popping here and there. If you need another little show, you let me know, bro. But that's what we got. Yep. White opalized pet wood. Stay. Let's go down like that so we can see that better. All right, let's play this game again. And we go now. Steven, no way to clone the Fredness. Yeah, I'm unique. I'm something. I don't know what that is. I think they call that you stink, not unique. It's close though, Rick. Close. That's what I'm talking about. See, that laughter makes me feel good. Stretched out, just chilling. This is good. I needed this. My body's sore too because Riv is doing a 10K this weekend, and so we've been getting me into the gym. Starting to work on them guns. All right, we got about 10 more seconds. Rick is at 10. I'm about ready to hit that refresh on this. All right, here goes my refresh, my friends. It looks like I'm seeing the Ricker at 10. How many miles is a 10K? I think that is, I'm bad at that. I think that's only like 3.5, something like that. If I remember right, someone can correct me if I'm wrong because I generally am. So Rick at 10. All right. Sorry, I started thinking multiple things, and when that happens, I'm trying to write what I'm writing and at the same time remember what my brain was thinking. And of course, whenever I go into the gym, only 3 miles off. Oh, geez. So what? That's like 6.5? Okay, that's better. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad, but 6.2. There you go. Thank you. I decided not to go join River because I don't know. I was worried about my back a little bit. It's a lot of concrete, but it's nice getting into the gym. I'm always going to have results because I'm hitting the bag again, kicking and hitting the bag, and I never wrap my hands. I like them getting all roughed up, and they only bleed when I first start, and then after a few weeks or something like that, they get tough. Okay. But either way, Ribs got me in the gym, so that's cool. And they got me being a what do you call it? A chauffeur for sure. Chauffeur for sure. Because they also at 16 is running the tech, the lights and the sorry, I'm picking one right now. The lights and the sound for a theater show here in town. So I am trekking them to school, back from school, back to work, back home from work. Okay, here goes one. This is kind of sugary. Don't know if you can see it before I wet that, but and then this is gonna yeah. I'm gonna turn this lights off over here because I got lights on in these boxes, and I think that's giving me some side light that you don't need to see. I want you to see this because I love it. It's doing a little light show. Yeah, I should probably turn the light off on my screen. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, I love that stuff. Okay, sorry. I was going to just keep doing that over and over and over. Well, I wasn't in the army, but I did do a lot of things that I'm not exactly capable of doing when I was younger. But yes, getting Zen does definitely help. It helps you get through pain. I think I've told you that I used to let my mom smack my shins with bamboo sticks to toughen them up. And of course, she enjoyed that. But yeah, you just got to kind of Zen out and feel past the pain. Kind of like getting a tattoo in very uncomfortable spots. You just kind of sweat it out and go Zen. All right, shoot, what am I doing? Okay, got sidetracked again. I was looking at chat, but let's go. This one I'm starting at 10, just in case, because there's no way I can let that go for 5. I'd freak myself out if I let this go for 5. The color in there is just something else. It's actually pretty solid. You could probably get. There's a little fracture up in here, but you could get some good material cutting some little slabs out of that. So let's see if anyone's willing. Let's see, what's the weight on that? You know what? Shoot. I made myself a liar. It's only a pound. I thought it was going to be heavier. And I'm looking a little closer. I do see a fracture in there. And see, this is why I have problem judging it all. Once I start seeing fractures, then I feel like it loses some of its lapidary use. Oh, Rick, come on. Let's see those tats, bro. I mean, unless it's that tramp stamp on your lower back, I don't need to see that. No enter here signs tats for me. Sorry, man. Okay, let me get this one started. My gosh, I'm out of control. What up, Tina? Tina G? Okay, let's get this. I'm just going $5 start again, anyways. It's a nice piece, and I probably should have started at 10, but whatever. Let's go. Exit only. Exactly, ODB. You got your little phosphorescent light show on this backside here. Speaking of backsides. I've only got one. That armband. Brother talk, for sure. So what are we at, my friends? Anyone want that for $5? 5 ducks? Quack, quack. Oh, man. Why do you guys hang out with me? You guys are loco. I'm in my own head, but you guys choose to hang out with me. What's wrong with you? Well, that's been a minute. Oh, there we go. Love and ODB popping in there. So ODB's at 7 right now. I was about ready to put that one away. All right, let me just hit that refresh, see if that's ODB's. Thanks, love. I appreciate it. Sentiment right back to you and the rest of y'all. We got the love in this house. All right, that's ODB at 7. Let's go. He's jumping in on the board. All right. I didn't think I would actually have to put these all in bags, but I'm realizing whatever tape method I have is not really working out with with wet pieces. ODB. You know, even though I say ODB, every time I say that, I can't help but to think of the Wu-Tang Clan. If you don't know what the ODB is for one of the rappers in that band. That's gonna go to Patty's box. Patty and ODB. There we go. Sorry, just had to get myself together. Let's age spots or tats. Oh, that one you showed me, Rick. I thought that was a constellation. All right, you guys are out of control, man. All right, where do we want to go? That's a lot of opal. Sorry, I'm just choosing. Let's mix it up. Where do I want to go now? I'm gonna bring out some of these. I don't even know what they are. I mean, not what they are, but the way that they came out, they're these really cool lengths. And I actually know that this is worth a little bit more. I forget what it's called. Dang it, I should have looked it up. I should have known. But I got a bunch of these, what I call lengths. They're nice little pieces like this. This is a different type of surface. The type of mineralization. There we go. Leaves it with like a very sugary, crystally surface. Almost kind of like desert roses, I think. But that's a cool material. I'm never gonna remember it. I just saw it today. Anyways, we'll do $5. Start that. Oh, thank you, Jeff. You the man. Perman Permanalized. Yes, thank you. If I'm saying that right, probably not, but that's what I would just thank you. I appreciate you. You the man. So there's some perma wood right there. I don't know if this one is I didn't check any of these ones on the UV. What did I do with my light? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I don't think that these ones are necessarily very UV reactive, but I'm also in bright light right now, so let's just move it along. Give a $5 start on this perma wood. So, Jeff, does that indicate that this was the external surface, or does this just build up no matter what chunk is being petrified at the time? Do you happen to know that? Because this does look like outside surface, the exterior bark. Oh, you know what they say? Everything looks better wet. Brings out a little bit of that orange. Oh, look at that. It looks like a water line. I think it's neat looking. A little bit different. There you go there, Steven. Those kind of jokes would make me know I'm with my right group. Completely crazy and slightly inappropriate. Nobody wants no perma wood tonight. Jeez, what was I thinking bringing that crap out? Okay. Let's keep going to you happy. Apparently making it wet and moist doesn't guarantee a buy. Oh God. Okay, let's get some of that is glowing. All right, because of course everyone likes glowers. Let me move a couple things out, and I'm going to give you a little peek inside this box. Let's go. Sorry, I laugh sometimes just because I'm trying to keep up with chat, and I don't read them out loud. I'm just reading them in my head. All right, we went dark. Don't be scared, Carol. It's only darkness. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Boom. In there? Does it want to focus? No, it's not going to focus on me. What is? Think I'm crazy? The stuff that does not look too bright, it is probably if I flipped it. Because I did try to pull these out for the ones that looked like they were glowing more. So yeah, let's pick a few of those. All right, let's get that light off and back in the holster over here. Lights on. As far as the glow on pet wood, I don't even know if it's just specific areas or if it's part of just the type of mineralization that might happen. Rick says claim. You gonna claim everything in that box, Rick? Go ahead, throw me a nice fat number, bro, and I'll pack it up right now. Wow, why did I just sound like Woody Woodpecker? And also, Steven, the stuff that is like, where do I have it? If you haven't been seeing the stuff that has like this white crust, that is very much phosphorescent. It glows and then holds its glow after you cut the light. Hey, Uncle Doug's in the house. Has he been in the house the whole time? Am I fired for not saying hi yet? Don't put me in the corner, bro. So let's get some of this out here. Let's grab a few pieces that are small. Kind of see if we get near that pound. Fired, I know. I don't know. Shoot. We can call that a pound. And let's see if it'll even show a glow in the daylight. Oops. Sorry, that must have been loud. It was loud to my ears. Oh my goodness. I'm fired. Again. For different reason. All right. Now I got to be curious about each set. Dang. So yeah. What did I say? I said, very cool. I'm just reading some of this. Very cool. I know that the floors. I guess to a full glow that too. He says that the box for you. He said he has a box for you earlier, Fred. He wouldn't tumble that those right. So someone has a box for me, or they're saying when are they going to get their box? Because that's feels like it's more likely it. Ooh boy, that's almost getting into red. Yep. See, I told you one side, not so much. Then boom. All right. Let's see what those 4 pieces are going to do for us. Because they're glowers, you knowers. And then I'll hit the water on them in a sec here. Let's just keep going with this $5 starts. I'm okay with that so far. Until I get to those bigger pieces that I would cry if they only went for $5 or even $10. You'll see what I'm going with that. Got a nice box for you, nephew. Sending tomorrow. Oh, man. That's nice. I appreciate that. Sweet. All right, let's go. Let's get that one. So when it's not glowing, what does it look like? Rick says 10. Well, that's got some beautiful grain there. And the 2 littles. Someone asked if you would tumble this green pet wood. What was the answer there? I missed it. Would anyone do that? Or would you lose that glow? Do you know? All right. So Rick's in at the 10. My man. Just about getting there, I think. Doug's going to Kakalaki. Nice. I love when people get to connect crossways. I think that's so awesome. We have our rock community and then we get together and do our thing. That's really cool. like me going out with Invader Kim 33 and Slip McWaffles. It was Kim's birthday, and somehow, for some reason, her one of her birthday wishes was to come rockhound with me. So who'da thunk? Which actually kind of feels weird. I mean, I get why they would want that, because I would want to hang out with some of my YouTube people that I've seen, and it would be cool. But I'm just little old Fred, so the fact that anyone wouldn't want to hang out with me is kind of cuckoo. What up, Tomcat? How you going? Jello. Let's keep up with the glowers. Does anyone want to try a monster? Ugh. Let's see. Why not? But this one's going for more to start. I gotta weigh it out. Let's find out. And then we'll hit the glow on this one. Yes, Steven, you are a glower. You're a beautiful soul. Dude, Doug, really? You're coming to Portland? Heck yeah, bro. You definitely have to hit me up. I will head out to Portland, or I'll bring you out to the coast, show you around my town, take you out. Let's do it. I would look forward to that for sure. Yeah, Jeff, man, I would love it too. God dang it. Yeah, I want to do it. I actually was thinking about trying to do a gathering in the Okeechobee one of these times, and just have everyone camp out and go look for white fur tags and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool. Man, I tell any of you people, all my friends, all my rock fam, if you make it out this way, please let me know. I will do my best. I never have any time, and I pretty much suck at trying to get things to happen. But I will try my best. So let's drop this junker here first and see that that's 4.5 pounds ish. We'll get a look at its beautiful brain. And then we'll hit that with the UV. Love says, Fred, if not tonight, you do. Oh, if not tonight, when you do the red moss. Actually, I'm going to, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place. Let me finish showing this, because my brain can't do two things at once, apparently. So, Fred, if not tonight, when you do the red moss agates. Okay, yeah, those are coming. Yeah, for sure, Tomcat. I know you're close. I see you doing your stuff. So anytime, and I will hit you up if I ever head down into southern Oregon. I guess you're out that direction. Definitely. See, look at all these people. Like you're magnets. You just coming in. Come on, come on. Come to Fred. Let's go. Let's go. Party. See, Doug's already out there dancing. Shoot, he got me. He was a step ahead. Good dance step, too. I love you guys. So I will definitely, I'm going back. I will definitely let you know when, I will definitely let you know when I do some of the reds. And I was actually thinking, I got to look at the rest of my schedule, but whenever I start one sale, I tend to want to do a few more in a row. So I might be able to pull a couple more out of the next few days. And I know your schedule there, love, so we'll have you in there. So what was I doing here? So I was going to take that and hit that with the UV and see what it looks like all the way around. I just know it had some. So let's give it a little show. Oh, the whole thing. The absolute whole thing. Come on. That chunk that broke off. But everything else. Wow. That's a lot of orange, my friends. It's a lot of orange. Okay, so I'm going back on with that light. And I would say, let's see, I'm giving it a little examination. See, I'm looking at it at the lapidary aspect of it. If I was to throw slabs in it, there's a lot of fractured little thing. Okay, you know what? This is definitely not nearing the best of my best, so I'm just gonna start. It's near 4.5 pounds or so, and I'm just gonna start that one at 10. Not going up much more, but I got to get more than 5 for that. So let's just try. No one wants it. I'm okay with that. I actually have another place here. You're jumping in at 10. Fun. That's good. All right. So I did, and I got Tina and Susan. Hey, Susan, that's a new name for me. I don't think I know you, so welcome in. In fact, Tina G, I felt like I've known a couple Tina Gs at this point, but I don't think I know Tina G 5369. So I don't know if either of you two are both new, then welcome in. I appreciate you stopping. And we got about another 30 seconds on that, but someone's going to have to do something because you're both Tina G and Susan sitting at $10. And if either of you need my information on how we will get the payment going, then I will give you that next. Susan's in at 11. And we're only in about 10 more seconds. And what I will do is hit the refresh and see what comes up. Sometimes I have to refresh a few times just to see what the numbers are looking like. And I'm going to hit the refresh now and see where we're at. If you guys keep bidding your $1, I'll probably have to keep refreshing till I see the end of that. It looks like right now I'm seeing that Susan at 13. Yes. And also if so that's going to be Susan at 13. And I will say Susan, I don't know. It's just the way that I'm going to help remember your name. Susan Rome, if you don't mind. If you don't mind me using your name like that. I put little things in my head so that I can remember people's names. I generally have a nickname for everyone too. Okay, so we are going to take that big chunker and we are going to say, Susan Rome says, that's fine. And yeah, so we said 13. And since there are always new people coming in right now, I am only shipping within the US. There's a couple people that have a specific situation set up with me because we go through another person. Most of you know him, Kyle. And so he's shipping to them. So that's how it's working. But otherwise, US only. This is what we'll do. So you can take down this information or you can find my email on my channel info. But you can email me at justonemorock@gmail.com. Give me your name and your YouTube handle so that I can connect you to your winnings. If you are using your email that is associated to your PayPal, that's best. And I'll just use that email to invoice you. If you have another email address attached to your PayPal, please give me that. Other than that, we just play the game and I give you an option to ship your stuff right away, or I can hold an open box so you can maximize your shipping value because we use flat rate packages. Boom. That's what I have to say, and I'm sticking to it. From Kansas. That's easy. We can get your stuff there, Susan, for sure. And that one's yours. It's a big chunky, too. You'll definitely want a flat rate box because that'll maximize the weight of this type of wind. And you're gonna have to give me 1 second because I need to start Susan a box. Oh, that's funny. I'm looking up and I see everyone's boxes right now. That's what I did with them. I see they're all named and everything. How nice that is. Okay. Your patience is wonderful. Thank you so much. Don't forget to cut the rocks. Oh, you know what I haven't been doing either? Tracking where we're at for giveaway. It's like you guys have never been here. Do I even have to say it anymore? Please put something red in mine. Shoot. If we want to go towards red, you know, I'm just here to have fun. So if we want to go towards red and I see thumbs up, you guys give me less than 4 minutes. Okay, you give me 4 minutes. I'll run out and get some reds and come back in here, and we could try some jaspers or some moss agate. But we'd have to inspect it together before I put it up. Anyway, sorry, got sidetracked. Thinking of Susan right here. Making sure we got her taken care of. And boom. Love says, yeah, my thumbs, both of them. Probably grabbing probably grabbing your other fingers too. Everyone, there should be 4 fingers up for you. Okay. So yeah, where am I going? Okay, sorry. This piece, I'm going to go into another area. I like all flavors of colors. You kooky, bro. You kooky. All right. I'm going to bring out some that has some nice, kind of like a sparkly, druzy surface. We got some. So look at this one. You're killing me, Smalls. Look at the texture on that. Somewhat opalized. See that there? All of this, again, will be phosphorescent. I'm curious, because this stuff has always got a different show. Yeah, all that. Look at, you can even see, just as I'm leaving the light. Wow. This one's real strong. That holds onto the glow for a good amount of time. Wow, that might actually be one of the better ones I've had so far. That's awesome. It actually pumps like a brighter bright for a second once I shut it off. Okay, sorry. I'm stuck on that one. That's cool. That is so cool. Now let's get that in the water and show you what it looks like before we start the clock. Yeah, it's got like a druzy surface on this exposed area. Yeah, I think we're just going to do $5 for that one. And we'll have like 3 or 4 that have some cool stuff like that, and we'll just go with them. Let's go. Keep it moving. Moving and grooving. Let's see what's next. Thank you, Susan. I will get that and probably send you some information tomorrow. And as I was also mentioning, all right, Tina's in for 5. Awesome. I was also mentioning that I often have multiple sales in a row. So this is my first one this week. And so there's a good chance I might be able to pull another 1 or 2 in over the next handful of days. So maybe you can jump back in and get more. Patty's in at 7. Got about 15 more seconds and we'll hit that. Tina's in at 8. Little green glower. Patty's in at 10. Thank you, Patty. Cool little pieces. I'm going to gather a couple more ready to go. Ooh, that's sugary. Okay, nice. Okay, let me hit that refresh. See where we're at. Man, my internet is slow. You're a weirdo, Doug. Patty's at 10. All right. I'm going to put this one out here and you can look at that weird, almost purpley layer right there. While I Patty. What up, Age of Anderson? All right. Okay, sorry, I was catching up on some chat. So I'm just going to show you what this one looks like because it will be different once I wet it. You can see how it's kind of got that. Yeah, you can see that druzy, right? Just sparkly sugars. Okay. Oh, by the way, what's that? Oops, that's not going to work. That's not how it works. Really? Oh, over a pound on that one. And this one has this little cool. It's got a nice little, I have this feeling this is probably where a branch came out because the grain looks like it's coming out of a different angle. See that right there? Can you? Yeah, if you could cut that and get something out of this section right here, that would be nice. All right, let's try another $5 on that one. You know, we are at, let's see, we're at 7 o'clock almost. We are almost at my halfway point. I could run out and go grab some red rocks or something. I don't know. All right. Did I hit this one with the UV? I don't think I did. Let's see if this got anything. Some of them don't. Of course, I actually be able to see my light first. There we are. All right, Susan's in at 5. Oh, Susan. There you go. If you get that for 5. I did not know this had that much orange in it. All right. And it had a little bit of that druzy. I don't know what's going on with that area that's coming up blue. Nope. All right. Got another 10 seconds or so. Carol's in at 10. Yep. I could see that. That had lots of beautiful orange in there. That really surprised me. Susan's in at 12. I'm going to hit that refresh. Let's see what we got going. It looks like I have Susan at 12. All right. Yep, that's it. So Susan, being a newbie here to the channel, you're here buying pet wood. Yay. But there are other minerals that you fancy, if you would. I do a lot of thunder eggs as well. And I came into all of this pet wood, which also contains some carnelians and a lot of red moss agate and red jaspers. Yeah. Let me know what your interests are. Susan, sorry, I'm speaking to you, and hey, you'll also find out I can't do two things at once. What's the blue on there? I don't know. That's the weirdest thing. Why it came up blue. Who was it? Sorry, Susan's right there. Someone was mentioning that when I did one of my videos, I think it was Resort Dog, that they hadn't seen, they thought my UV in my camera was off because they hadn't seen it glow blue like that. So I don't know. Oh yeah. So I had a couple more of these interesting pieces. Let's see. Where'd it go? Okay, I think this was one of them. Yeah, sorry. Fred, that limb class cast you showed in the opening, how much does it weigh? Oh, the big boy ODB? Like, oh, I have two chunkers and just two that I have in here. So, like this guy, this banger, man, that material is just so solid. When I pick this one up, it is different than others. You can see there's not hardly any fractures in what our fracture healed. But what does it weigh? I think this is the one you're talking about. 5 pounds of solid beauty. Look at it. Now you just got me showing it off. I don't even care if anyone buys it right now, but shoot. Look at this thing. And then we'll hit it. I think I did the video, but we'll hit it with the UV if you want a little show. Look at the color in there. Into this stuff. I mean, it's just showing. See that being slabbed and polished? What? Okay, this got to be some spray paint or something. I'm like, what is that? Yeah, that's got to be an overspray of some sort. Yeah, someone must have been spraying a bucket or something. I was like, what? I have the coolest piece of pet wood in the whole wide world. No, but check that out. Look at that. Look at the flow of that. Dang, yes, I do love this piece. This is one of the handful of pieces that I know I'm not letting go for nothing. And you know what I mean. So yeah, let's check this out real quick because we're playing the game and I'm showing it off. Oh, sorry. My camp. Yep, that's one of the things I should do with the money that I'm actually making here. UV light. Okay, see, so yes, check this out. What is going on? I think this is the piece that I was said my camera isn't seeing the right light, maybe. But it's got some weird colors. Look at that, man. Banger. Can't even lie, my friends. Can't even lie. 5 pounds of the shit. I have not decided Um, I have not decided what I want to do with this one and how I'm going to price that. I definitely feel that this is over $100 piece, especially with the it's just so solid. The colors are amazing. Cutting inside of this, like I said, I know by doing my pricing that if you could get one in, shoot, got slabs about that. You get one, two, three, four, five, maybe six slabs. Each one of those you could probably polish out and get 40 to 60 bucks for each one of those when that color comes out. Start pricing? I know, Rick, I'm trying. I'm trying. I just don't know how to price this stuff, man. Really? You know what? This is the reason why I can't price this. Because I've looked at stuff on Etsy and someone has actually asked, and I'm trying to find the sale prices, what actually sold prices, because you can't, people ask stupid prices, right? um, Love will give me 250 beats. All right. You know how many cave drawings I can do with that? No, but what I was going to say is I've seen a piece like this that someone was asking like almost 1,200 bucks for. And when people are doing that, and actually Etsy can actually has some high prices sometimes. No cut. Do not cut it. Please do not. I would take 250 doll hairs, except for that little Barbie would be bald, and I just don't feel right. Okay, so it won't have to get cut, but you know what? I guess that's up for the the person who's going to end up getting this at some point in time. And here, did I show you the other? So then there's that one. We got this guy here. You know, and I know we're showing and just talking, but if anyone actually wanted to throw out a price, I'd consider anything. My dad always told me when he was here that it never hurts to ask. Rick, I don't know if you've seen this one earlier, but do you know what's going on here? Why does this wood seem special? Look at the cellular structure of this. This is unlike any of the other ones I have. So I feel I have to ID the species first. But look at that. It is. I know I showed you guys this one earlier, but I'm still, some different people in the house. I figured I'd show it again in case anyone has any info. It's definitely a learning experience. And I think it's what is called a ginkgo forest in Washington, if I'm remembering it right now. And that thing, I guess I forget how many different species of petrified wood came from that region. It's pretty amazing. You would cut lengthwise. Oh, I could see lengthwise slabs. Okay. It's about the girt, not the length. And it's curved for... Never mind. I'm not going to even say it. Oh, boy. You guys allow me to go to bad places. Okay. Okay, let me show you this piece. Oh, I should have showed you before I wet it. Ooh. Tina just got a piece from Turkey of pet wood with marcasite covering it. So this is another one that's got a little bit of the you can't tell anymore, but a little bit of that sugary druzy. Got a cool shape. This, of course, with this, I do not have to tell you, but I will show you anyways. All of this white crust material. This one's not as strong, but it still does it. I've never heard of Peronis wood, but I've never heard of a lot of stuff. Petrified pepperoni wood. Yeah, I believe this is general. Oh my gosh, generationally collected over many years through much of that region. But it's not. I really have no provenance for it because the I guess what the deal was is that it was anyways, I'm gonna start this. Why am I talking? And you know what? I'm gonna throw this one in there too, just because this is interesting, and you guys might see the beauty in it, but you might miss the beauty in it too. So in that case, we'll throw in a piece that's obviously cool. That would get a beautiful polish right there, as is. So let's go with that. Just out of curiosity, we'll figure out how much this weighs real quick. 1.2. Let's say round it down to a pound. Yeah, some of this stuff came from Saddle Mountain too, also. Oh, but what I was gonna say was an old rockhounder from the area that was well known, been collecting for years and stuff, and then the friend of the family knew them and bought the property, and they collected rocks too, and just kind of added in, sorted stuff out as we went, and then now that person who owns the past person's rock collection is getting too old to manage it themselves, so this is where I jumped in. Silly guy jumping in. Okay. We're just gonna get a $5 start. Fred, after the live, look up Peyronie's disease and y'all. Okay, I'll look it up. Hey, there's Resort Dog. I was just talking about you. I don't know if you were in here. I was mentioning how you were saying that the colors out of some of the pet wood was looking a little like my camera might have been off on color, but I was actually picking up some bluish or something like that. So we're not going to go long. Oh, there's Susan jumping in there. See, well, she'll take something for $5 if no one else is going to go. And I do, you know what? I should run out and grab a handful of red rocks just to show, and then show you a couple pieces that I'm questioning, especially since Resort Dog is in here. I'm questioning whether it's touching the precious opal realm, but it's not like Resort Dog stuff. Like I seen some pictures. That's like rainbow opal, freaking fire type stuff. uh, $5 for Susan. You got that, Susan. Yeah, actually, you know what? I might take you up on it because, first of all, you know, I like making everyone happy, but I will know that if I bring anything red in here, we got Love and Oliver who will appreciate the heck out of that. Of course, Love will go nuts. But I actually think I have a half a burrito out there, and since I'm halfway in my sesh, I might run out there and take a couple bites and grab some pet wood that I'm questioning whether it's hitting opal, precious opal world. Yeah, maybe we'll just do that in a second. 5 for Susan. Sorry, I gotta talk out loud like I told you sometimes. Let's let me throw something in front of you that might entertain your eyeballs. This is I did the video on this one. Crazy fractured, but absolutely gorgeous. So let me dip it in water, and then I will leave you with that while I run out and give you grab a bucket of something real quick. It has been fractured and healed, but the material is pretty. So I'm just showing it off for a second, and I'm going to leave this for you to look at when I run out. And this isn't even one of the pieces that I'm talking about. Like this is definitely opalized and and possibly, yeah, I don't know. I don't feel like I get the rainbow play, but it is awesome. So I'm gonna leave you with that, my friends. And we will do this guy. Here, we'll put him right there. Does Rick have to go? Rick, I've got to go get Walker, my son, ready for thinking about going to sleep. All right, Rick, I appreciate you. You know, I always love having you here. All right, give me a few minutes, my friends. I'm gonna go grab. I'm gonna go grab some stuffs real quick and take a bite. Yep, got a tote right here. Perfect. Give a guy a few minutes, he comes back in with 50 pounds of rock. Whew. Let me close my door. Okay. And I got to grub. Woo! And catch my breath. Jeff and I got my bag from Fred, and I wanted to thank you for all the goodies. Really appreciated it. Oh. Les, oh my gosh. Les, there is so much energy. I'm so glad you are here. I was gonna text you today and see how you've been because I haven't heard from you. Hi, Fred. I'm off to sleep and stopping to show some love. Got their piece of the tag. It was stuck down at the bottom of my mailbox forever. Thank you so much, sweet friend. It wasn't just me. It's Carol and Rick sharing their love and understanding how that one Thunder Egg connected to your soul. And this rock family, as you know, rocks. So, so why did I go out? I went out because I wanted, while Resort Dog was here, thought I would use some of his pet wood opal expertise, and I'm going to show you a couple pieces. Okay, this one in particular is getting me. So let's take a peek at that. So that one looks like a completely different material, and I think I'm getting some rainbow in some of these angles. It's all this, mostly the top. What's up, Ryan? Let's wet that. Let me see what you're talking about. Ignore golden flashes. Okay, cool. Show you a couple other pieces before we move on with the sale. Because I'm trying to learn, my friend. It seems like a lot of this potentially dark material has it, but I'm not sure yet. Sorry, I'm grabbing a couple pieces here. I just don't know. So much learning. So, yeah, so there's some that just have a different reaction in the light. It just doesn't seem like that. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. Look at that piece. Got me looking for the color, but that would be for the uttermost algae and wood layer. It have some precious. And there's a lot of it has that material on it, that outside material, so I don't know what it's going to look like cut. So here, look at this chunker. Sorry, this is turning into a rock show instead. Learning experience. So this is a chunker, right? It breaks through the best color as a rule. What's up, Mr. Jason? Don't know your name, but welcome in. Yeah, look it through there. Face one as an ordinary wood. Let's see if there's another piece I want to show you. I forget which ones they are until I actually get them in the water. Oh, Love will like this one, I think, if I remember right. Oh, look at that right there. I remember that. Looks like some agate in there. Created a vug and then ended up with agate lines. Let's look at this one real quick. Yeah, I just got so much. Some of these I'm not really seeing the light that I felt like I did when I was out in the sun. This is a cool learning experience for me, though. I hope everyone's enjoying the show. Ours is usually not glassy. I only search for color in full sun. That would make sense. Like when I'm in here, I don't see what I'm seeing when I'm out there. So the light's definitely not picking that up. Maybe I'll see about showing you one more. See, that looks preciously opaly. And I'm sure that's a technical geological term. ODB, entertainment tonight. Hey, why not, man? Even if I'm not selling it, I'd even say that. You know, at least you'll get a rock show. Oh, look what is accidentally inside in that container, love. A little random carnelian making its way into the box. Forged in fire and ice. Carnelian. Yeah, I got a bunch of carnelian. I guess right now, I mean, it ranges from some deep stuff to some lighter stuff, but I wasn't planning on taking that out today. You're just an opalholic. Okay. So why did I say I was going to go outside too? To bring some reds in the house. So I looked through a lot of it, and some of it kind of crosses over between me feeling like it's like a jasper agate, or moss agate. But I think this one might be just a jasper. Just going to show you some right now. Oh yeah. That's nice right in there. Jaspery. And it goes into some wide range of colors and sizes. You know, I got bigger chunks that are in some lighter colors. Got into some deep ones. Look at that nice. Look at that. A little, what, that purple in there with some banding. Little trip. Oh, let's dance there. Right. Oh, this is another nice one. Jasp agate. So yeah, got fun pieces like that. I think this is all the Jasper. I'm gonna look to see if I actually got the moss agate tote. I did run out there in kind of a quick run, and I've got about like 15 totes laid out there, so I don't even know if I grabbed the right ones. Let's see. Oh yeah, check this one out. It's a rock show. Lots of rock, lots of rock. Let me show you something that's got to be nice. See if I can actually see if I had a moss agate piece in here. It's hard to tell when everything is dry. Let's dump a couple more and then see what we got. Otherwise, maybe it's time to start selling stuff again. 2:22 a.m. comes early. Good night, everyone. Much love, Les. So yeah, this is a good way for me to actually get you an idea of the types of materials. And I haven't even really touched the red stuff. These just ended up in the bottom of a couple buckets. Oh yeah, that's mossy right there. It's tight moss. So yeah. Those are some things. Give you an idea of what's coming. Although I feel like I should sort that out and get some good pricing going before I do that. All right, so what do we do? Claim that one. Claim which one? The smallest ones have some of the best patterns. Yeah, look at that's a pretty one. All right, yeah, I just ended up I showed you that one already. Yeah, I just ended up having a rock inspection rock show myself here. What do we want to do? Should I keep up with the pet wood? Was that just a red rock show? Do we want to wait for I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull off tomorrow, but I was hoping it could be a kind of a Thunder Egg Thursday. I have some more of those red hots, and I got some others kind of ready to go. Sorry, I'm going to do this draining my towel here. It sounds a little weird, but I've made it too wet out there. Table's dripping. Red rum. All of them. I want to do all of them. Claim last one if possible. Oh, how am I supposed to know what the last one was? The last one was it this one? You can just claim that one if you want, if that's the one you want, and we'll work something out. I'll put it in your box and I'll give you a price, or we can put together. Okay. And if you with this one, I can use it as an idea of what you like, and if you want me to grab more and kind of put it in a pile, and then we can come up with like a price for you that way, we can do that. You know, I'm flexible with anyone. If anyone just sees something that I'm showing and I'm not putting it up for auction, you can just do a claim and just we'll work something out on the side, or you know, as long as everyone in the house feels like I'm being fair to everyone and no one's getting any hurt feelings, then I'm pretty much willing to do anything for anyone that is going to work for them, because that's just how I am. So, the moss agate one that had pocket. Oh no, that's the one that you were saying right now. Okay, cool. So What should we do? What should we do? Here, I'll put a nice one up there that I think. This one to me, I feel like. No, you want the other one too. You want you want this one too, that Jasper Agate one. Yeah, love. Thumbs up. Doug's going fishing. Yeah. So let me make sure I get those where they need to go. That one and that one, I think, was the one that Love was talking about. Oh, don't worry about it. Nope. I will text you. Don't worry about it. Okay, cool. Well, I have the first piece. Yeah, I can take a picture of the ones that you're talking about. We'll work through them. It was a second to last. Okay. Well, I'm just going to start it with this one here and put it in your box, and we'll work it out. We'll work it out. There's not a lot in this particular tote, so I can just send you a snapshot, and then we can go from there. This one, I'm going to go... I feel this is really nice. I'm going to go a $20 start on this one. This is like one that I feel has some really killer potential inside. So it is either for the cutter who wants to get something epic, or the person who wants to leave it as a specimen would see that it's got some gorgeous stuff happening here. And the texture's amazing, I think. And as you know, if it has that crust, it's going to glow. So let's check it out. Yep. Got that phosphorescence there. And see, does it have any other color that it picks up? That probably is going to be a bright spot. Yep, you can tell. You can certainly get the idea of how white it is or how thick the crust is. Wow. That spot's fire right there. That's cool. Okay, so let's get an auction going for that one. I particularly find this one a very fine piece. I'll even drop it in the water so you can see. We are going to start this one at a $20 auction to see where this one goes, because we are sitting at a, what? A wet, 3.5 pounds. All right, let me show it as we go it. Show as we go. Wouldn't even have known this was an auction today, would you? Like I said, this one's going heavier because it's just too fire. I can't let it go for $5. It break my heart. No, just kidding. And I will tell you, sometimes for the newbies, I do try to keep it as fair as possible. When I hit the refresh, if a bunch of bids are coming in one right after the other, I will keep refreshing till it kind of stops, or someone says they're done and they're bow out, and then the next person will take it. So we got a $20 start on this one. You can see that beautiful caramel in there. Got the phosphorescence. Got that gorgeous interior. Shoot, I would just take and slice it right down the middle, right on that fracture. Then it'd be solid on two sides with a beautiful polish. But you know me, never hurt feelings if it isn't for someone. It's kind of sugary too. Got that little bit of druzy texture. Jeff had to be right back. Oh, dang. Sorry, I'm looking at this piece right next to my hand. This is gorgeous. And this one's probably not going to go anywhere, and I get that. That's all right. And I might have to do this same one with a $20 price just to see. You know, I got to test the style, see what you guys are feeling. Are you sure, Carol? Again, wood. There we are. Maybe there's a little delay in our signal. You two at 20. 3.6, so over 3 pounds. Anyone want to hit that 21? I just walked in from work, busy. You walked in to drop a 20. Yeah, Steven's been a crack up. Good entertainment. I appreciate. So Carol will take it for 20? Okay. Thanks, Carol. Okay. I'm going to do something different for this one. Is there anything in particular that someone is looking for right now? Do you want me to keep up with the pet wood? Would you like me to move on to some other pieces? I have different styles. It's the new style. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. When I'm on the mic. Sorry, got a little Beastie Boy rhyme in my head. All right. Sorry. Carol. There we go. Okay. This is fire. Yeah, it's got some fractures, but this one I think is touching that opal. Definitely at least common opal, but this might be more than that. Yep. And that'll phosphoresce. We know. We can just take a peek to see if it has any orange. Oops. Yeah, we got some orange right in here. Whoa. There we go. Does not want to stay focused for me. Have the hardest time with the UV light. All right. Curiosity. You had to check it out. And then we're going to do... oh, yeah. I never said $20 on Carol before, but that's okay. We all know it was 20 for Carol. I'm going to show you this one as we go. So we're going to do... I'm going to try another... You know what? Yeah, I'm going to try another $20 on that one. Just to see where we're at. It's okay. Again, like I said, no one has to feel like they have to do it. Just like any other show, you go to another place and stuff doesn't sell every time. But we're going to go right now. And then I'm going to show you. Someone's got to go to bed. All right, love. I appreciate it. Yes, hopefully that'll be real soon. I'd love to be able to do another one tomorrow. And gotta head in and look at the calendar and figure out what's up. Thank you, Susan. Definitely a lot to look at on this piece. Good night, love. Sleep well. My wife's gonna be like, "Who you calling love?" Jeff's back. Almost was like carnelian in there, huh? We're just about ready to hit that refresh on that, and then Susan looks like she'll probably be taking that for 20. But let's see. Boom diggity. Right, Steven? No, I don't play that game. I don't need a rock upside my head. All right. All right. That was a good one. All right. Let's put that away. There's some good material in that one. I'm glad you got that. And these are not small pieces of material, so boxes probably will fill up quicker than normal. It's not like Thunder Eggs that I could put like 50 of them in there. Okay. Let's keep going with, let's go with this one. You're not seeing it, but these are all the ones that have very strong glow. Yeah, start doing palettes, right? Not much on that side. But then shine your way on a path. That's sick. Love it. All right, and let's I will start the clock real quick. And then I will wet that and show you. So right now. One side had a nice UV glow. Beautiful grain. I have this whole tote of ones that I have to cut and polish the two halves. They're just too cool, or I have to polish an end. Probably about like 30 of them that I want to end up cutting and polishing. I just can't sell them that way. This one was, man, nope, I gotta let that tear out, right? Nope, that was, wow, okay. So, a little less than 1.5 pounds for just one chunker. Let's see. What do I have? 45 more minutes before I have to wrap up tonight, so we'll just keep moving along. Got another cool piece. I think this one I will probably do. Okay, so Susan got in there at $5, and that will just refresh because I do not have anyone else jumping on that one at this particular moment. I'm gonna, as I'm doing this, I am looking for what my next item is. All right, so Susan got that one for 5. Very nice, very nice. Let's do this one next. Yeah, I'll have to show you that a little closer. All right. Much love, y'all. Great night, and thanks for the laughs on Rock Show, and catch y'all next time. For sure, Steven, I appreciate the keeping the flow of the humor going tonight. Please show up again on the next one. Watch my notifications. Hopefully we'll do some more things over the next handful of days, and you're more than welcome to come in here and keep us entertained. I appreciate you. All right. Let's keep the flow go. Start this one down at $5. It's fairly thin, but there's some pretty opalized colors in that. What's up there, Addie? Romania Rockhounds in the house. That particular area right here is so nice. Beautiful. So, oops, I'm sorry. So, let's just keep the flow of the go. There is so much going on in this piece. I couldn't even start to show it to you because it would get out of focus. Susan's in at 5, helping the flow of the night go. I appreciate that. Well, that sits there. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to bring a monster out to see if what people are up to tonight. I am going to refresh here. I'm a few seconds early, but I'll refresh a couple times. Because I think that'll probably be Susan's as well. And that is Susan. Kirsty's been drooling here. Susan. Sorry. All right. Cool. I'm going to bring out one that I don't expect to sell. But I'll bring it out anyways. All right. That's a pretty piece. Okay. This is going to be kind of, what will I say, a mystery piece? Almost a mystery piece. We are going to see if anyone has interest in 6.12, almost 7 pounds. Okay. So what we definitely have to do first is take a peek at UV phosphorescence. Then I'm going to dip it and you're going to see what details it does have. This one's definitely going to have to start out higher. I'm going to get that number in my head right now. And again, I mentioned it once. I don't think anyone has brought up my giveaways. What's up with that? Okay, so with all that, you're going to end up with these spots that are going to phosphoresce for sure. pretty much all around the majority of the thing. Yep. And now I want to show you. Sorry, I was just checking that in. I'm going to show you what's cool about this guy. Because for the person who would ever be taking this, I personally would suggest a cut. But it'll be up to you. But look at this thing. Who knows what's inside of this? Here we go. Ready? Look at that. It's actually some really pretty stuff in there. Kind of like some sugary goodness. It's getting heavy. To do some pet wood curls. We must get bumped up. So that's what I got. 612, what did I say? 613 before? 612, somewhere right in there. Slightly off. There's some crumbles. So at 6 pounds. I will. Ooh, look at that. Sorry, I didn't even notice that. Look at that. There's a nice knot there. Probably where a little branch came off the side. That's cool. Nice detail. Doug, I don't think so. I don't even know what to say about that. Freaking Doug. Okay, let's I'm gonna go 25 to start it and then see where we're at. See if anyone's interested in that. 6 pounds, almost 7 pounds. It's monster. And go. That's the pretty right there. And you guys are all helping me out no matter what. This is all testing the waters to kind of see how you guys feel about certain things and the stuff that doesn't sell. I also have my eBay site because stuff sells for crazy online like that. Too heavy to ship. That's for sure, Kiersey. Maybe I'll have to bring out some littles here soon. Or Kiersey, are you trying to keep yourself in drool only mode? Please don't. Can't buy anything. Okay, I won't show you anything that you can afford. Okay, I probably will, but you can keep your hands off the button. Okay, this one isn't for anyone today. That's cool. It's tempting, but that's okay. It's also at the end of the month. That is very true, Carol. Oh yeah. It would be a very different thing in another week or so, huh? It's true. It's true. Yep. So where do we go from here? Let's see. Guaranteed sale. Show Kiersey Blue. I could, but she just asked for help not doing that. Yeah, I'm trying not to be too bad of an influence. Let me... Oh, here's a cool piece. I only have a few pieces that ended up this banded with the dark. That's a pretty cool one. Grain, and that's beautiful. You know what? I have that one. Do I have another small one in that color? Oh, hi guys. Don't worry. That wasn't a break. It was just me dropping stuff. Okay, this one's less beautiful, but there's some banding in there and it's dark. So they're kind of familyed the same. We'll do those two. It's probably just about a pound. Pound 0.5. Okay, just keep a few things rolling. Addie. $5. Carol 10. ODB at 8. Who'd have thunk, you guys? See, this is why I don't know nothing. I bring out some darker stuff, and all of a sudden, you guys are like, I like that. I want that. I know nothing, guys. I should just be here to show you rocks. That's it. Carol's winning that one with $10 right now. Going out of the 15. Look at ODB's in an 11. Now I'm like looking at all the dark stuff. I'm about ready to hit that refresh here in the Momo. Man, so much of this stuff gets really close to being like precious opal, and it freaks me out to try to sell it for too cheap. The precious opal pet wood like online is freaking nuts. I also have banded iron, and apparently that's fairly sought after. I would not have guessed that at all. And I was looking at some prices and I'm like, wow, okay. That feels too expensive. Okay, ODB at 11. And all right. Okay. You guys have been failing the giveaway. No one has been tracking. And for the newbies here, by the way, if you ever want to jump in on this, what I try to do, sorry, I turned my head. What I like to do is, even though we're competing against each other, sorry, you know what? Hi. Okay, it's me, Fred. I don't know if everyone saw me since we've been turned the other way the whole time. So while I'm talking, sometimes I feel like I'm connecting with you more when I'm looking at the camera, even though I can't see any of you. Sorry, I'm going to read a little bit of the, let's see, Carol, I've got too many gifts that it's embarrassing already. Sorry. That's definitely something I don't have. What time is it here, Addie? It is 8 o'clock. I'm only going to go another half an hour. Then I have to go pick up my kid River because they are doing some tech at a theater. They're running lights and sound. So they got themselves a job at 16 years old, which is pretty awesome. Down the path that they love, the choir, the theater, all of that. So, but I'm a taxi. So at 8:30, I got to bail out. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm actually leaving. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Why did I turn you around? Oh, so what I like to do, even though we're competing in auctions, someone usually keeps track, and for every $100 that we get to, I do a giveaway. Now today, no one has kept track. I know we haven't done a lot. What up, Minty? Yeah. I know we haven't done a lot here, but I know we should have got past $100. And if we didn't, well, what was I wasting my time here for? No, just kidding. I had a good time with you guys no matter what. Like I said, it calmed me down, brought me down a notch, regardless of whatever. And hey, guess what, guys? This will go into my hours because right now I am that close to getting to 3,000 watch hours. And when I get to 3,000, then I get to do the super chats. And I could start memberships, but that's too much responsibility for me at this point. But yeah, I'm right now I've been bouncing around for the last 2 weeks between 2,990 and 2,996. And it is bouncing around, but I have not got to 3,000 because I'm going into it's a rotating 365-day algorithm or count. And so I'm going into a period last year that I didn't put out hardly anything. So in order for me to bring up my hours, I need to do more now to make up for the deficit of the period I'm going into last year. Last year, if that makes any sense. Anyways, that close. I just need a few more hours. Then what? Then I give super chat so you guys can give me money for no rocks. I know, it's a weird thing. At least if you come to these shows, you get rocks for giving me money, right? I don't know. I'm just following the flow, the YouTube flow. Okay, so that was it. But what I'm going to do on that note is we're going to do a giveaway. So, how about sorry, I'm trying to find the piece. It's always hard to know which way to go, my bro, my sisters. All right. I'm looking at some of these pieces and I'm like, some of these are better than what I really tried to sell. Okay. Not a major piece, but it's still a giveaway. Okay. Nah, this isn't good enough. I want to do you guys up better than that. Okay, this is the one I was going to give you, but I'm upgrading it. Come on now. Who doesn't want that for free? So let's go. I am going to drop myself a number here. I already know what it is. I don't know why I know what it is, but I'm writing it down. And the way that I do this for the newbies is I've got myself a number. And of course, I am somewhat flexible from time to time because I can never do anything consistently. But the number is behind here. I've already picked the number. I'm going to have you guys do, let's see, we still got 21 lovely people in here. We're going to do 1 to 100 and we're going to do a giveaway and we are going to start. So all we need to do is have everyone put in numbers chosen between 1 and 100. I will refresh at the end and then we will reveal my number and see who gets that one. So let's go, my friends. I'm going to beverage Kate, which means I'm going to drink. I will tell you, every time I do one of these giveaways and my brain kind of spaces on what I'm doing in that particular moment, and then I see all your big numbers come in, and for a half a second, I get all excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, 59, 45, 61. Oh, what are we selling? And then I realize, oh yeah, it's my giveaway. I said 1 to 100. I'm such a dork. It's okay if you're early, Kirsty. We'll give it another little minute in case there's a few more people. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 people with numbers in here and 22 people in the house. So unless 10 people don't even want to play, then we'll refresh and see where we're at. Well, I appreciate everyone who's in here and are watching and everything like that. Even if you're not saying anything, even if you're not chatting, any of that stuff, you are helping me with the algorithm and my hours and all of that. So it's all much appreciated. There we go. See some more numbers now. You showed 24 in here? Yeah, I saw a couple bounce around. It went. I said 22, then it went to 23 to 24. Now it's 21. You know, it's always going to bounce around. No big deal. So, my last refresh before I tell you my number and see who gets that one. Oh, good. Tog threw in one. See, this is why I wait. I like to make sure everyone gets an opportunity. All right. Good luck, everyone. There we go. Our number is 43. Who's a 43? Is anyone a 43 or nearby? Minty at 45. That's only 2 off. I don't think anyone's going to be closer than that. Age of Anderson's doing some slamming right now. Nice. And Minty got that one. Congrats, Minty. And Minty, you actually have, I kept an open box for you because I don't even think you realize, but you have a gift. If I got it right, just from memory, I believe, and I'll note that before you get it, but I believe it was Patty that bought something for you. Maybe it was some tumbles or something, and gifted it to you. So that you have an open box, and now you have 2 things. Some people don't have to pay for anything, and they just keep getting more and more. Okay. So with me only having about 20 minutes, do I have any requests? So yeah, I was only going to go on for another 20. We could rock show. I could bring out another handful of pieces of pet wood just to keep them moving. See if we can get them going. It can be of any of your choice. There's some more of the UV stuff. Yeah, it's everywhere. And if there's anything else that you guys know that I have brought to you that you like, of course, I know you always want Thunder Eggs. Excuse me. And I know I have a lot of the Red Hot Thunder Eggs coming. I probably have about 40 of those split right now, and I'm just going to polish them up a little bit and hopefully have those ready. A free bird. If anyone appreciated any of the Chalcedony roses, which, by the way, I think some people got some really great deals because I believe some of the red Chalcedony roses were actually some good fire opal. So if you see me selling red Chalcedony roses, they're probably fire opal. They might be. But I'm still not going to call them fire opal because I have a few pieces of fire opal with, when I look at them, it's just, you hold them in the light like that, and they're just rainbow, full on rainbow at the surface. So unless mine look like that, I'm not going to call them fire. So that's all I'm saying. Let's see. I'll have an auction these days. Also. Oh, cool. Addie will be selling some stuff too. That's awesome. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't even keep going tonight. I'll just chat you up for a few minutes, unless there's something someone definitely wants. Like I say, if someone goes, yeah, I want some of the white opalized, go ahead and put another couple out on the block. Otherwise, I'll just chat you up for a second, and yeah. Let's see if there's anything I wanted to show you. Oh yeah, and I don't know if anyone has any interest in these as we're going along. So you can really don't get a lot out of them, although I was told that when some of these are cut, it is pretty impressive. But I don't know. Haven't done it. So not so impressive on the outside, but this is tumbled driftwood. When you look at it here, you can actually see all the grains in it. And I've been told that some of them split had some amazing popping colors on the inside, which the contrast to the boring outside made them kind of spectacular. But I didn't see any, and I'm only taking the word of the person who sold them to me. They said they actually had some that almost looked like they had some light purple in it, but I don't know. I can't say because I didn't see them. But that's interesting because I don't always see the driftwood, smaller pieces, but not big chunks. Like this, these are big chunkers of driftwood. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. So what do we got? 15 minutes. Let's flip it around, do a couple more, and then you know what? Just for fun, I'll probably do one more giveaway. Why not? Ooh, Doug, I collected river tree knots while fishing Tillamook area. Yeah, you could, for sure. And that's, that's right down the road from me pretty much. So if you do that, you come back, bro. You let me know that you're there. Okay. Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna do a little show. And this is why I have to look at all of these so close. Now I'm not even sure if I'm gonna be able to see it. This one I was just looking at, and there is rainbow that I'd lost where it was. I was looking in the right angle, and I caught some nice rainbow reflection out of that one. I think all of them are going to be individually needing to be looked at because there are some that have that true opal that are on a whole nother level of value. All right. See if we can get a couple more dollars in my bucket. Gonna hit you up with this one. I just think this one actually has, even though it's not a crazy glower, it's got a really cool structure. Nice grain. Jeff, I've probably got about 40 or so right now that are cut and just need to, I'm going to remove the cut lines and just hit the first couple stages of polish, and then they'll be ready to go. Luckily, those red hots are actually fairly easy to work with. I don't think it's just the size of them. I think that the agate itself doesn't feel as aggressive. It's not like a whatever you say, your Kentuckys or your Brazilians or anything like that. It's got a nice texture there. The house hasn't been on fire tonight, but I still need to start that one at $10 and see where we go. Oh, let's see what our weight is on that. Oops. Oh man, it almost wants to sit like a specimen. Like 2.7. So 2.5 pounds. Addie says 10. It really did more stay. It's so close. Yeah, but the ratio of good red hots to duds is, I think, it's pretty good. But I have had some that just crumble up or had quarts and they broke apart and things like that. Or some that weren't really popping, had more of the rhyolite and just little spots. But then on the other hand, you get some that are popping red. So even with the purples and little floaters in there. And oh yeah, I got a couple pieces of really nice polka dot agate. And there's this one spot in this piece of polka dot agate that has a clear piece of like chalcedony, I guess, in there, and one little bead floating inside there. It is the coolest little specimen. Someone's definitely got to cut that and take that and turn it into a pendant. Anyways, I got myself sidetracked. So that's $10 for Addie, and that's Romania Rockhound for those that don't know. Label that one up. I got about my 10 minutes or so. And this wasn't a big night for sales, but I think it'll continue to fluctuate. I think it was a good point about the the time of the month being no money time. Where's Addie? Oh, there's Addie. Yeah, I forgot about that. Really, I noticed that always on my eBay site too. You get to a certain time of month and it doesn't sell, and then you go another week or two, and then everything pops. Let's go with this guy. Another nice one. Yeah, actually, you'd have to. I would love for her to see it. I mean, that might happen a lot, but I'll have to show you guys that piece some other time. Of course, I'll show it to you when I sell it. It's probably that one little spot is in there, and it's about this big, but it's probably a 3-pound chunk of polka dot agate or so. Wood, I missed the entire show. Just another couple pretty pieces that I think nice if you want to call them slabs. You can see the grain in there. Probably somewhere around like 12. Dude, did I just call that? I should have let it go seconds before because it almost looks like I cheated. But dude, I just called that 12 and it hit 12. Dang, I'm gangsta. All right. All right, Doug. Well, there'll be some polka dot coming at you then. And actually, I'm going to go get more. This came from this particular purchase, but I have another person that's got some polka dot agate and some really good Arizona red petrified wood. And one other thing I want to get from them, the Brazilians. Yep, lots of things. I shouldn't be buying anything. $5 start, and we'll just go right there. And oh, this is a gorgeous piece. We'll do another piece after this one too. Addie's got 5, Patty's got 5, Patty's got 6. It's kind of nice I got 20 people in the house still. But I will have to bail out on you here in just a few minutes. I'm going to wrap up this one. I got one more piece to show you. We'll do one last auction, and then we'll give one more last giveaway, and then we will peace out. All right. The refresh is. Uh-oh. Why does it say something went wrong on my side? I don't like when things go wrong. Okay, there we are. I had a monkey wrench guy image on there. So that was Patty at 6. Okay, let's do this last one here. I'll show you that up close here in a second. It's a very pretty one. And then we'll do one last giveaway. That was Patty at 6. I don't know, guys. Should I wait till next week to start having my sales since things are so slow? Maybe I can just take the next few days instead of having sales. We can just do some rock shows. I can hang out. I got a couple things I can open up. I've cut a bunch of. Let me put this in Patty's box. Sorry, I cut a bunch of baby Malawis about 2 months ago, and I put them in a box, and I have not looked at them yet, so I'm kind of freaking out. I want to do that. Okay, so check this one out. It's a gorgeous little one. Ooh, look at all the ink on my hand. Great detail. Especially right here. This is my favorite spot. Let's do another fiver on that one. What am I supposed to cut? Let's see. Do a live cut-in sale? Oh, I see what you're saying. So cut them and sell them as I go? That is interesting. People buy something you cut if they say what? I don't exactly see what that word was, but that's okay. I think I get your jive, my friends. I actually like that idea. I wonder if because I really have such bad Wi-Fi. I've tried a couple of lives out front and they don't do so great, so I'm not sure how it'll show. But shoot, I'd like to give it a try. Although I am needing a new blade for my we'll get a start on this. I need a new blade for my trim saw that I recently got because I worked through that cutting some heavy stuff. Agatized corals. Yeah, I actually have I got this one piece that's split that I just need to polish up and then they'll bring it to you. I've got stuff, man. I just got to try to get it all out. So we got Wood at 7, Carol and Susan at 5. So you got left behind with Wood wanting the wood. Susan says they're out for that one. So Wood's got that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Susan, for letting me know what your size is doing. Kirsty says 8 for that piece. Wood will go 9. And this will be the last piece of the day. And then, yeah. Lots of good materials. All right, let's hit that refresh. All right. So it was Wood or 9. Okay. And all right. Nice. And wood. I don't see the box, but that's okay. We'll put it right there. As soon as I turn around, I'll find it. Alrighty. Let me pick a little something. A little something. give it one more go. Here we go. What about this little guy? Probably got some nice translucency too. Yeah, let's. Yep, light goes through that just fine. That little piece is going to be the last thing that moves out of my hands tonight. We are going to do the final giveaway. And my number is that. We will do 1 to 100 as we did before. You guys can throw your numbers in there anytime you want to start. I'm just putting the tape on the back of this, and then I will put an official start. But anytime you guys want. So 1 to 100 giveaway. Numbers, please. All right. Well, this is good for me to get my hands on moving some of this stuff. Don't know how I'm going to keep moving it as fast as I need to because, well, tonight was kind of a slow process, let's be honest. But maybe as the weeks go on, people get more familiar, people get over here, we'll start getting more of it to move. Maybe I have to do bigger lots. Not really quite sure. But it's all a learning process with this much material, with this such similar and yet so different. So it's a little bit different realm for me than just the Thunder Eggs. All right, I'm going to refresh it to see if I got any other numbers coming in. I think that's probably it. And I still have 22 lovely people in here. I feel honored. All right. Let's go ahead and give it a go. 71. So I see Minty at 67, which is 4 away. We got ODB. That's 7 away. Oh, wait. We got a straight up winner. What did I see 71? Did I see it at the top? Where did I see 71? Yeah. All right, Jeff. Nailed it. All right. That doesn't always happen. All right. Cool. Not that Jeff needs much more petrified wood, because he sat down at South Dakota and had pet wood falling into his lap all around him. But we are rockhounds, and can we ever have too much? Okay. I'm going to spin my friends around here. Oh, sorry. Knock my camera over first. Woo. Well, it was what it was. 3 hours of hanging out with you, which is always great. I am never going to regret that, and always going to appreciate it. Still 22 people in here hanging out with this loco guy and trying to have fun. I appreciate you all. Keep an eye out for notifications. I'll decide what we're going to do for more of the week. Again, it was mentioned where we are on the pay cycle. So maybe I'll just do some fun things. Maybe I'll just be prepping stuff. And then we'll look for a sale coming up soon. But either way, who knows? I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it. I just keep trying to do. What do we got? Oh, Jeff said he didn't actually pick up much, but it was everywhere. Right? And one can never have enough pet wood. And you be killing you, Smalls. Wait, Jeff says gift to Susan. She tried for a couple pieces tonight and didn't get them. Oh, so Jeff's doing one of those. All right. See, Susan, and and I don't know, Susan, because I hadn't noticed your name. If you have been in here with any of our other rock family or other creators, but your name is new to me, and I just wanted to know that if you're new to this whole rock family, you will see by what Jeff just did that it's an amazing rock family. Everyone's supporting each other. It doesn't seem to matter where you came from, how you live your life, what you're doing. If you're kind and you're open and you're sharing, this family takes you in and supports you all the way through. I tell you what, from day one, when I jumped on scene, they had my back, and every day I feel loved and loved more and more. So it's a good place to be. I swear it's a good place to be. So Carol, you stay safe and well. Good night to Patty, Addie. Back to the grind. Yeah, it's late, Wood, but good luck for you. Thanks, Susan, for popping in. I'm glad you had fun. Please stop in whenever you can. You lurk often? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're around. See, like when we see 22 people in there and they're not all talking, someone's got to be around. So I appreciate you popping in. And everyone else, bless you. I love you. Until next time, take care. And remember, when you think it's time to go, there's always just one more rock. Take care, everyone. Good night.